G'day folks, welcome back to another update for high-grade copper and US crude. Now the prices have both risen since our last update, but watch for a pullback. Before we get stuck in the charts, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button to the channel. First outlook for US crude. The US Energy Information Administration projects an increase in domestic oil production to 13.59 million barrels per day in 2025. Recent data indicates a significant rise in US crude stockpiles, which has contributed to a decline in oil prices. Geopolitical factors including potential tariffs and sanctions add uncertainty to future oil prices. For high-grade copper, global demand remains robust, driven by infrastructure projects and the ongoing energy transition. Prices have experienced volatility but are supported by strong long-term fundamentals. First, looking at the US crude oil price. Now, on the monthly, the weekly, and the daily, we look at the long-term trends first. And for those new to the channel, we look at the moving averages, and these are in the description below if you want to learn how to draw them on your own charting software. But basically, on the monthly, the price is still below the moving averages, giving us a bearish outlook. The CCI is still in that moving average range, giving us a neutral signal, but it looks like it's actually going to pull back to the downside. So let's watch out. We might see a bit of a bearish outlook on the monthly if this continues. On the weekly, however, it's actually in that moving average range as well on the CCI, and so is the price. Again, uncertainty on the weekly, and that sort of aligns with the monthly uncertainty as well. However, on the daily, we've got a bit of a bullish break higher than the CCI moving averages, giving us a slight bullish momentum. You can see there the price is also just broken into that moving average range of the price moving averages, giving us a somewhat neutral signal. So somewhat bullish at the moment, slightly bullish on the daily after hitting this support down here at 66.54 and hitting that resistance at 79.60. It's about, just see on in terms of Fibonacci retrace, if we draw that from that high to that low, you can see there it's bounced just below the 61% level of the Fibonacci before making a bounce as well. Now if we go to the intraday chart, so as always, we only trade in the direction of the higher time frames. If you're trading on the 1 hour, I've got the 1 hour here as a demonstration. You can interchange this with your own time frame. We only go long in accordance with the daily here. So even though the price is still below the moving averages, we can cautiously go long. Now back here, for example, that was well below the starting point of the daily. So you want to wait later on, probably would have got in up in this area here. You can see there on the daily, that was near the breakout on the daily there. So that would have been a break above the CCI on the 1 hour time frame. And to draw a entry point, just to demonstrate, you would have gone long at the close of that candle, and you would have closed it out at when the CCI broke into that moving average range down there, which was that candle there. And that would have given you a 0.83% gain in 13 hours of trade. There was a bit of a break here as well to the upside, and that would have been a loss. So you would have got in at the close of that candle and out on that candle there. So that would have been a minus 0.07%, a small loss if you put depends where you put the stop loss, but you would have been wise to take it as soon as that hits the moving average range to minimize your losses. And you can see there the price has fallen further, giving us a bearish signal on the hourly. Of course, we don't go short because we want to go long only in accordance with the daily trend. So high-grade copper on the monthly, it's broken. It's a fresh breakout on the monthly above the CCI 150. You can see there it's been it touched the moving averages on the price chart and bounced off that. So bullish movement on the monthly. On the weekly, it's been bullish now for a number of weeks. Had a bit of a retrace there. You can see there. Nice big bullish candle from the previous week. Currently it's up there and it looks like it may possibly have a bit of a retrace, and the reason I say that is looking at the daily, you can see there it's hit this resistance. Let me just zoom in on this one. You can see there it's hit this resistance at 47,400 and it's actually bouncing down from that resistance. Notice the CCI is also coming back towards the moving averages, giving us a slight weakening of the price, but still bullish on the daily, but just be cautious about going long. So if we look at the intraday charts, this is the 1 hour. Again, you can see there's a bearish divergence on the CCI 150 versus bullish movement on the price, higher highs on the price versus lower highs on the CCI. And that's been bearish for a number of hours there. It's bounced up into that moving average range, a very narrow range, and slightly looks like it's going to break further to the downside. I would not be going long at this stage until we started seeing more this divergence completely invalidated. And if you look at the Fibonacci retrace on this, if we take it back to that previous low, you can see there it's bounced near the 50% level. Depends where you take it, and if we even take it back to that significant low there, it's actually bounced just at the 31% level, which would be our minimum retrace range between, actually no, it's not right, it should be between that 23 to the 38% level. That's the minimum retrace level, and more than 90% of the time it retraces to that area. Now, it's bounced out of that, but notice it's coming back down, so we're getting further downside on the hourly, so just be cautious. I'd like to see this break above the moving average of the CCI, but also above the moving average of the hourly to be more confident of going long. To support the channel more, hit that like and subscribe button and share the video. For added benefits and the cost of a coffee, consider subscribing to the Patreon page, where we look at weekly scans of bullish trending shares and insider trades that may have occurred. Thanks again, and see you in the next video.